Well, after that great showing at the Early Invitational a few weeks back, you kind of had a week off, and now you get back into things. You're going down to the Bay Area and facing some bigger schools. And what do you expect down there this weekend?
You know, we're going to be at the Stanford Invite this weekend, and it's always a real big race. And you have a mix of Division I, top Division I programs in the country, as well as Division II programs in the country. Just real good competition. So what we're going to focus on is our own race, and we're going to use this as kind of a benchmark for us to see where we stand in the region, you know, via our times, to see how we look in order to make it to national championships. Because 2 years ago, when both our teams made it to nationals, we use this as a benchmark, and I'm going to do the same thing this year in 14 to kind of use those times and our performances to see where we stand, not only against our 2012 team, but more importantly against the other teams in the region, how things kind of stack up. So this is kind of, we're not going to have any split squads. We're going to take down our 10 best runners from each gender, and we'll just put it on the line and see what we can do.
You know, competing at Patrick's Point,
yeah.
Did you kind of get a good feel of
yeah.
the top?
Sorry, Manny. Yeah, no, we did. We held, what was so nice about the Humboldt Invite was we held out 4 of our top 5 women, or it says 4 of our top 6 women, and 4 of our top 5 men, and we still did really well. I mean, that shows you how deep we are. I mean, the women won that race with pretty much all freshmen, and that's great. And we held out our upperclassmen, and it's just going to be kind of neat to see the best runners on our program just run together and just kind of see what we have. So 2 weeks ago was great, and so now what we'll do is just take our squads that we feel are the strongest 10, put them together and see how we perform.
I look at other sports, and like, you know, Humboldt has taken on Division I opponents here in football, and you see the bigger team name, and now you guys, you know, facing, you know, runners from, you know, Division I schools. Do you feel like from Humboldt State Division II, is there any intimidation, or is it just like it's another race, and, you know, just out of the start, and you're not really looking at, you know, your opponents, but just staying focused?
Yeah, you're just trying to stay focused on your race, because that's what it comes down to. But you know, I think some of the athletes could get intimidated, but you have to realize that, you know, you're working out just as hard as they are. You know, they put the jersey on the same way you do. So you just go out there and perform the best you can. You got nothing to lose. Don't be, and I said that about my younger freshmen. I said, don't be intimidated by the seniors, you know, or the juniors or the upperclassmen. You just go out there and kick everybody's butt. I mean, just don't worry about it, because you put just as much hard work in as they have, and that's what it's all about. That's kind of what's neat about cross country and track and field. Your times or your marks are what they are. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, what school, Division I, Division II, or who you are, what grade you're in. How much it is what it is. That's your natural ability, and it is what it is. So that's what we're going to focus on, is our race, and we're going to use our team to kind of help each other get better and hopefully place well at Stanford. And you know, if we get in the top half of the finishing teams, I'd be very happy, because there's a lot of great top.
How many schools are taking part?
Generally, I was looking up the results last year and the previous years, but you're looking anywhere from 28 to 35 schools. So last year, 2012 when we ran there, we got 13th. So we'll see how we do there. If we get in the top half, I'd be happy.
Now, do you feel this will be your stiffest competition before you hit regionals and nationals?
It will be.
What school do you feel will be the toughest team, Division I or II, do you think?
Well, you're going to have Stanford,
yeah,
who hosts, and they generally win their own invite, but Cal Poly San Luis Obispo is going to be there to Division I. Chico will be there from Division II. There are in-conference rivalry to some extent. I mean, that's benchmark. They're going to be there, so we can see how we measure up against them. But those are very good programs, as we are too. But I'd say Stanford. Usually Arkansas makes its way out. Who knows who else will come out, because it's going to be regional championships for cross country.
So, how excited are you as a coach to take your best athletes and basically have them agency with 18? You know, down there.
Well, I hate to say it's an A team, you know, because all 22 people on the roster work hard, but yeah, I think it's more so just to kind of see where we stand, where we're at, and I'm real excited. I mean, they've been working hard all summer, and you know, we kind of started running back on June the 1st, and this is our 17th week of practice, or I should say, of training of our plan. And, you know, they've worked real hard for 4+ months. And so this is going to be a nice test on where we're at, and we're not going to let it get to us. Let's just go out there and run the best we can. But holding some of those people out, Manny, last race, they're even more hungry now, because now we got the full team coming, and half of those people haven't run yet, so they're really hungry. So you add that in with those people, that the success that we had from the Humble Invite, it kind of makes things a little bit exciting. So we'll just kind of lay low and just see how things end up.